So, my room is basically a giant computer that you can live inside. The walls are lined with neon light strips, glowing purple and blue. They look like something out of a futuristic movie. I call it my neon cave. It's where I spend most of my time, especially after school. I've got my gaming set up in one corner, my music station in another, and a giant beanbag chair right in the middle. My parents don't really get it. My dad saw my electricity bill last month and almost had a heart attack. He said, "Greg, are you trying to power the entire neighborhood?" I told him it was for my homework. I don't think he believed me. The air in here always hums with a mix of sounds. It's like a digital symphony, if symphonies had more laser zaps and less violins. Right now, my speakers are playing some of my favorite old jams. They're from this ancient time called the 2010s. My friend Rowley thinks they sound like a robot having a meltdown, but I think they're classic. The beats echo off the walls, mixing with the whirring sound of my computer fan. Sometimes I just lie on the floor and stare at the ceiling, letting the sounds and the neon lights wash over me. It's way better than doing chores. Everything in my cave is connected. My lights sync up with my music, pulsing to the beat. My computer screen shows a screensaver of floating space tacos. It's my own little universe, and I'm the king, or maybe the mayor. I haven't decided on my official title yet. The point is, I'm in charge here. I can change the color of the room with a click of a button, from cyberpunk city to jungle adventure. Mum says I need more natural light, but I think neon is a perfectly natural color for a futuristic genius like me. She just doesn't appreciate my aesthetic. The best part is that no one bothers me in here. My older brother Roderick tried to come in once, but the combination of neon lights and techno music made his brain hurt. He said it was like a unicorn threw up everywhere. I took that as a compliment. This room is my fortress against the outside world, a world that has way too much sunlight and not nearly enough video games. Here, surrounded by my glowing gadgets and pixelated decorations, I can just be myself. It's a pretty sweet setup if you ask me. Lately though, things have been getting a little weird, even for my room. It started with the flowers. Mum keeps trying to put a real plant on my desk, but it never lasts long, so I got a digital one instead. But now, these strange pixel blossoms have started sprouting from my keyboard. They're these little 8-bit flowers that pop up between the keys. They don't need water or sunlight, just a good Wi-Fi connection, I guess. At first, I thought it was a virus, but they're kind of cool. They just wiggle there, glowing softly. Rowley thinks they're trying to communicate with me. Then there's the mirror. I have this small mirror on my wall, mostly to make sure I don't have food stuck in my teeth before a video call. But the other day, I was looking at it, and my reflection was different. For a second, I saw the word Sigma written across my forehead in glowing letters. I blinked, and it was gone. I have no idea what that means. I looked it up online, and it's some kind of letter from an old alphabet. Maybe my room is trying to tell me I'm an alpha gamer, or maybe I just need to get more sleep. The weirdness doesn't stop there. My radio, which is usually tuned to my favorite station, has been acting up. Sometimes it feels like it's being jammed by a ghost. The music will suddenly cut out and I'll hear faint whispers or a burst of static that sounds like an old-timey broadcast. Last night, I swear I heard someone order a cheeseburger. It's creepy, but also kind of funny. I tried to record it, but as soon as I hit the record button, it went right back to playing a normal song. It's like the ghost is camera shy. Even my VR headset is getting in on the action. I was in a loading room for a new game, just a plain white space, when the walls started to flicker. The bright, sterile room turned dark and gloomy for a second, like a haunted mansion. I wasn't even scared, just confused. It's like my digital world is starting to get a mind of its own, mixing things up just to see what happens. It makes doing anything a bit of an adventure. You never know if you're going to get a pixel flower or a ghostly radio commercial. The glitches were one thing, but then the visitors started showing up. And I don't mean my parents telling me to take out the trash. I mean actual unexpected characters appearing out of nowhere. The other night, I was in the middle of a really intense level of Galaxy Raiders. I was about to beat the final boss when my screen flickered, and then, standing right where the giant alien robot was supposed to be, was Shrek. Yes, the big green ogre. He just stood there, folded his arms and said, "What are you doing in my swamp?" I was so shocked I dropped my controller. You'd think having a cartoon ogre interrupt your game would be annoying, but I couldn't even be mad. It was just too ridiculous. I tried to explain that this was, in fact, my spaceship and not his swamp, but he just grunted. Then, as quickly as he appeared, he vanished, and the alien boss was back. I lost the level, obviously. It's hard to focus on battling aliens when you're still trying to process a conversation with a fairy tale creature. I told Rowley about it the next day, and he asked if Shrek gave me his autograph. It's not just Shrek, either. Other random things have been popping up. Last week, a flock of digital bluebirds flew out of my speakers while I was listening to music. They circled my head a few times, chirping a little 8-bit tune, and then flew right into my closet and disappeared. I checked the closet afterward, but there was nothing there except my dirty laundry. My room is starting to feel less like a cave and more like a bizarre train station where digital characters come and go as they please. I'm half expecting a superhero to show up and ask for directions. My reaction to all this has been surprisingly calm. I mean, what are you supposed to do when a cartoon character crashes your game? Yell at the computer? I found it's easier to just go with it. When the glitches happen, I just laugh. It's like my room is playing a prank on me, and I'm the only one in on the joke. I started keeping a log of all the weird stuff. The Sigma reflection, the ghost radio, Shrek's surprise visit. It's turning into a pretty interesting story. Way more interesting than my actual diary, that's for sure. I've decided that if my world is going to be weird, I might as well embrace it. Instead of trying to fix the glitches, I'm making them part of the experience. The pixel blossoms on my keyboard? I now call them my digital garden. I even gave them names. There's Petey, Flora, and Sir Reginald von Pixel. They don't do much, but they add a certain charm to the place. It's all about perspective. What someone else might see as a bug, I see as a feature. My room, my rules, even if the rules don't make any sense. My style has always been a little different from everyone else's. While other kids are outside playing sports, I'm inside creating my own little digital kingdom. These strange events just make it more mine. I feel like an explorer charting a new, undiscovered territory. A territory filled with neon lights, ghostly whispers, and the occasional ogre. My mirror ball eyes, as I like to call them, see a world that is part real and part code. It's a mix that probably only makes sense to me, but that's okay. It's my adventure after all. I'm learning to rewrite the code of my own reality, one glitch at a time. If the radio gets jammed by a ghost, I'll try to have a conversation with it. If a strange character appears, I'll offer them a seat. This chaos isn't something to be afraid of. It's a source of creativity. It's a reminder that the world doesn't always have to follow a script. Sometimes the best moments are the ones that are totally unexpected and make you scratch your head. It's about turning the confusion into something fun and uniquely yours. In the end, I'm actually proud of my weird, glowing, glitchy world. It's a reflection of who I am. A little chaotic, a little strange, but also a lot of fun. Living in my neon cave has taught me that it's okay to be different. It's cool to have your own style, even if it involves talking to video game characters. This CBD this Neon Odyssey is my life. And honestly, I wouldn't trade it for all the normal, boring, non-glowing rooms in the world. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I hear a ghost ordering a milkshake.